You see, the CIA created Osama bin Laden, and they're now using him to help bring about world government by making him the big boogeyman because they can't use Saddam Hussein anymore. And whatever is going to happen that they're going to blame on Osama bin Laden, don't you even believe it. When in hell are all you people going to wake up?
Was sitting here all morning.
Yeah,
they were sitting right there. I was wondering what they doing.
I said, what is the fire department just sitting there for? That's what I'm thinking. Is it a conspiracy?
No, it wasn't in the commercial airline. No, that second one wasn't no commercial. No, the second one definitely. The first one I never saw. The second one I saw was big, but it didn't have any markings on it that I saw.
No, I didn't see any. The second one, it didn't have, like no camouflage or anything.
No, no emblems, no logos.
And the plane wasn't no airline or anything. It was a twin-engine, big gray plane.
Mark, were you close enough to be able to see any markings on the airplane?
It definitely did not look like a commercial plane. I didn't see any windows on the sides.
No, it was a black plane. It looked like a fighter jet.
It looked like a fighter jet.
It was a military plane.
And it didn't look like a commercial jet.
Could be a drone aircraft. That's an aircraft that's guided electronically to its target without having a pilot.
Did you actually see the jet itself?
Yes.
And what type was it?
It was gray, to be honest with you. It was gray. It was like a 737.
They thought it was a fighter jet coming in to cover the city.
Someone said it looked like a military plane.
Mark, if what you say is true, those could be cargo planes or something like that. You said you didn't see any windows in the side?
It was not a normal flight that I've ever seen at an airport, and it did not look like it belonged in this area.
The lack of any official explanation feeds an ominous conspiracy. This is from an online discussion about the plane on the website 911blogger.com. I have always thought these planes were exactly that, mission control for the 9/11 attack on our country.
Nobody's safe. We're not safe. Even near all these little buildings, we're not safe. We were in the lobby, gathering to go up and start doing a search on the upper floors. As we were getting our gear on and making our way to the stairway, there was a heavy-duty explosion, and everybody just started running for the door. Everybody was trapped.
There was like 3 explosions after that. We came in after the fire. We came when the fire was going on already. We was in the staging area inside the building.
People don't understand. There may be more. Any one of these fucking buildings can blow up. This ain't done yet.
We presume because of the initial explosion, there may have been secondary explosions as well that were detonated in the building by these terrorists. Robert Harper.
Big boom, come down the steps, everything fine till we got to the basement, and then everything just fell in. I got trapped in there with another guy, crawled out, kept getting hit in the head, had bags all around. Finally, we clawed our way out over the rubble.
Yeah.
Come on down.
You did all right. All right, way to be, Tom. Let's go.
I spoke to the chief of safety for the New York City Fire Department. He thinks that there were actually devices that were planted in the building.
We've heard reports of secondary explosions after the aircraft impacted, whether in fact there wasn't something else at the base of the towers.
clearly, the way the structure is collapsing, this was the result of something that was planned. It's not accidental that the first tower just happened to collapse and then the second tower just happened to collapse in exactly the same way. How they accomplished this, we don't know.
We heard a loud explosion coming from the area of Building 2, and at that point, Building 2 was collapsing. There was 5 men in our team.
Do you know if it was an explosion or if it was a building collapse?
To me, it sounded like an explosion.
They're thinking about bringing the building down. They didn't say what building, they just said bringing a building down. The last few seconds, he took his hand off and you heard 3, 2, 1. And then it was like another 2-3 seconds, you heard explosions. Like, boom!
You want to call your mother or something? You gotta get back. Wow, you gotta get back. All right? Don't worry about me.
This was boom, and like you felt a rumble in the ground, like almost like you wanted to grab onto something.
He said, after the recent attacks which the U.S. has witnessed, the U.S. government ventured to point fingers at me, accuse me of involvement. The U.S. government has consistently blamed me for being behind every occasion its enemies attack it. I would like to assure the world that I did not plan the recent attacks, which seems to have been planned by people for personal reasons.
The president said that Osama bin Laden was the prime suspect. Why? There's just a lot of evidence.
This is people that want to come and kill your families. These are real. This isn't make-believe. These are attacks that were coming to hurt the American people again.
It's incredible. When I saw it, I actually felt tingling down my spine. It was actually quite horrendous because it looks so much like, I mean, you didn't even have to tell me. It just looks so much like the horrible event that happened at the World Trade Center. Even the fact that where the smoke's coming out of, you know, both the towers, it's just in the exact place. And it's blatant. It's blatantly, basically showing you that this was planned.